see here? California out of the United States. Yes, let's try that. Let's look over there. So, how you doing? I know.
Hey, Young Turks.
What's up? So what's the message here?
All right, so this is California Freedom Coalition. We just turned in a initiative up to Sacramento for voter reform. So we're asking our governor to go up to Washington and demand that they start making some changes as far as voter suppression, abolish gerrymandering, get rid of the Electoral College and campaign finance reform. And if they don't, we want California to have its own autonomy, meaning our own territory.
Meaning secede from the United States.
Not secede yet, just our own autonomy. So we're still part of the United States, but California Supreme Court, not United States Supreme Court, and our own foreign policy, which the governor yesterday kind of already started doing his own foreign policy. So,
in order for the federal government not to have domain over California, you would have to secede from the country, right?
And that would be the third option after autonomy would be full-on independence.
When you say autonomy, like what would that look like exactly?
So,
how would that be legally constituted?
Like Puerto Rico, kind of like a territory. Okay. So it's our own Supreme Court, our own foreign policy. We're still paying taxes. Everything's the same, but your laws and our business is our business.
So California will become a territory of the United States.
Yeah, and they're not going to go with that.
It's
going to go right to independence.
Yeah. I mean, do you like at your core favor independence?
Absolutely. I think all the states should do it. Every single one of them.
You think every state should become an independent nation?
You need to decentralize the federal government, take the power out of one building in one location. I mean, all these lobbyists have to do is just go to one place and bribe 50 people in one place. Well, they can go to 50 places and bribe 50 people.
Shouldn't they break up California too? Because it's pretty big.
No, absolutely not. No? Absolutely not. I'm going to break up California. No way.
I mean, it's huge. I mean,
it is.
Would have like a.
Because we're awesome.
So Delaware is like a manageable size, but California, it's like
Delaware. What's Delaware? Like, what are they? Where's Delaware? You guys know where Delaware is?
On the East Coast.
I haven't even heard of it. You're from East Coast?
Yeah.
That's why you're saying he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Are you from Delaware?
No, but just like I mean,
the Young Turks.
Hey, anything? Yeah, Young Turks.
Because I've spoken to conservatives actually who share in your views.
They do. Yeah. Actually, we have a libertarian.
Even there are conservatives who I've spoken to who favor intrastate secession, meaning that there are conservatives in California who feel like they're not represented by Sacramento. Because
no, the Jefferson people. So
the Jefferson people. I mean, so
support this too.
They do support it too.
Because that's the only way they're going to get their own state. Yeah. So if California becomes
you be open to the prospect of the Jefferson people breaking their own state?
They've already acknowledged they're throwing their support. I mean,
but would you be open to the prospect of the Jefferson people seceding from California and making the nation of Jefferson?
Absolutely. We can't look at it. If they want to do it, who are we to say no when we just seceded from the United States, right? Of course, yeah, they could have their own independence. They don't feel like they share the same values as the rest of California, and if they've been asking for it for 40 years, of course, are they going to survive? I don't know about their economy either. So that's really on them. We'll watch them. We're not going to let them go. They're our kids. That's how I'm looking at it. But I don't think they really have a strong economy to be on their own. But they want to be their own, of course.
Now there was just after the election, there were a couple of groups that seemed to spring up. When was this group formed, by the way?
This was formed 2 months ago, or a month ago, about a month and a half ago. I'm the vice president, by the way.
Okay. Good to meet you.
Right.
Sir?
Right. My name is Shankar Singam, by the way.
Where are you from?
I'm from Orange County, California, Tustin.
And there was one California secession group that seemed like it was at least portrayed as some kind of Russian front. So, you know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah. Yes, California. Absolutely.
What's the deal with that?
So, guys from New York, he moved to San Diego, started Yes, California. He's a kindergarten teacher.
What's wrong with that?
He teaches kindergarten in Russia.
Okay.
So he's 6 months out of the year, he's in Russia teaching kindergarten. And that got spread into he is a Russian spy. And, dude, that's giving him too much credit, dude. The guy is not smart enough to be
He's not a Russian spy.
He's not a Russian spy.
In this climate, even going to Russia or like living in Russia gets construed as somehow sinister, right?
Yeah, but he has a 2-year contract, and he's about to, I guess, finish it up, or I don't know what's up. But he's gone. He's staying there. He married a woman there, so and he bought a dog. He's gone. So.
And do you have like a headquarters, or you have engaged in lobbying activity? Like
yes,
what?
Actually, we have an initiative up already. So 2 weeks ago, we turned in our initiative, and that says it all about it in there. Our headquarters, San Jose, and then Tustin, California. We are 501c3, 501c4, and we're starting our fundraising. Our first fundraiser starts July 25th, and then we're having one in San Jose, one up north, and one down south every month until 6 months from now.
All this information on your website and stuff?
Absolutely. CaliforniaFreedomCoalition.com or weareanation.org.
And are the people who are showing up to these fundraisers and such, are they in league with you in that they think that fundamentally secession is a necessity?
So you would be surprised who is in league with us and who cannot come out and actually say it. Because what would happen in independence is a lot of our industry would benefit greatly. Real estate alone, off the hook. You're talking about if California became its own independent country, our property value would be like the Bahamas. You're like buying a house in the Bahamas. It would skyrocket. So property value alone. Other than that, oh my God, we would have to control over our own commodities. So all our agriculture, we would control the pricing instead of Chicago or New York, right? Because right now, the people that are picking our crop, the same people that Trump are trying to kick out, they're getting paid below wages and not fair wages enough, or not a living standard at least. But if we had our own economy, if we had our own market, and we had a California trade bureau, say, to set the market prices of our goods, we can actually pay our farm workers a living wage and make those jobs desirable again, so Californians and regular people want to go work at a farm. Because when you work at a farm, I mean, how much do you want to go pick strawberry at a farm?
A lot.
A lot, right? For me, I want like $60 an hour, and definitely some medical, full bennies, right? Because my back will kill me after doing that, right? Yeah. So that's just ridiculous. What would happen to a price of a bunch of strawberries if you got paid $50 an hour?
So would California have to create its own army and navy and things?
So check this. That's our number one question.
And how would it handle the base in San Diego and?
We lease it out just like how they do it right now. We have bases in Germany and in Korea.
That's true. That's true.
But yeah, the number one question is, what are you gonna do if you get invaded, right? And then we're like, by who? Who's gonna invade us? Everybody loves us, right? We make stuff for everybody. Well, what about the United States? What if the United States invades you? And we're like, well, the United States invades anybody. There's no way you're gonna win, right? But guess who did all the electronics? Guess who did all their navigation systems? Guess who did all their firing systems? Silicon Valley. We will code them to death, dude. We will download so much code.
In terms of movement of people, I mean, would you envision an immigration checkpoint at the California, Arizona border or something?
Of course. Absolutely. Oh, and Arizona and California? Yeah. That'd be a checkpoint. Yeah, I would want to set one up. I would be more worried about.
So it wouldn't be like European Union where you get one passport.
Oh,
and
sure.
You can go in between countries.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. Absolutely, man. All that is details. All little details. Let's get there.
Yeah.
Let's get there.
So are there are there conservatives in the group?
Oh yeah, big time. Absolutely. Libertarians, hard liberals.
How do you identify?
Progressive.
Okay.
I identify with the Young Turks.
Okay. What do you make? What do you make of the focus on this Russia stuff?
On Trump?
Well, yeah, I mean, just the general.
They're absolutely right. They're absolutely right. I mean, this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. I don't have to tell you. I don't have to tell you guys. You guys know what's up. I mean, why isn't he impeached already? What is he doing up there? I mean, we all know who he's working for. It's obvious he owes money to the Russians because every bank in the world won't give him any, right? It's obvious he owes money to them, and he's doing all this to help them out. I mean,
okay,
it's ridiculous. And what about those guys down there? Did you guys go get footage of the Trumpers down there?
Oh, are they here? Where are they?
Dude, the Trumpers are more organized now than ever. They are at every rally. Every city council is having a meeting on sanctuary cities, right? So they're telling their community how to protect themselves against ICE invasions and stuff, right? These Trumpers aren't every single one of them. And they're causing such a ruckus that I have to cancel the meeting. I don't know how organized they are. I don't know how they're doing it, but they got organized.
Okay. Well, I mean, this is an interesting story. It's one of my pet interests has always been secession movements within the U.S. I mean, there's been one in Texas, the Texas National Party, which is more of a right-wing movement. There's a Vermont secession movement, which is more left-wing. Puerto Rico, there's a secession movement. I always thought that the American empire is a little too big to be sustainable. So, well, I will follow up on this for sure.
Absolutely, man. Take the card. Listen, the difference between Texas and the South and California is that We're smart, dude.
Okay.
This is non-violent. This is non-violent. We want to use legal ways to get there.
Gotcha.
We will.
I like the shirt too.
Oh, thank you. Do you want one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Only if you give one a check, too. What size
I would
is it?
take a large.
Okay, we've got a few things to work on. Let me tell you, true zero. What is it? It's all of the talk with none of the facts.
I'm getting a T-shirt because I literally like the design of the shirt. I'm generally on board with the message. I don't know about leasing the San Diego Naval Base to the U.S. federal government, but
Check an extra large?
I can't speak for him. So you have to send that query in on your own. All right.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, how does that work? I'm going to tell you. How you could do this for yourself. You just see anything that you're afraid of, anything that makes you nervous, anything that makes you up at night. And you just start lying to yourself.
All right, good to meet you.
I mean,
I'm going to keep watching until your segment comes on.
Yeah, keep on. No, this is actually this is on the TYT Politics channel.
Okay.
So it's like a subdivision of the Young Turks. So we're actually, this is streaming live onto Facebook, and then we'll
Oh, really?
yeah, and then we'll cut it up into YouTube segments. As well.
Oh, and then, all right.
Yeah.
Please keep track of us, man.
Yeah, I will.
Listen,
okay, I see some
if you could give this, do you see check at all?
we can apply it to
just
what
want you
we're
to-
talking about today.
This is every talking point that you brought up and the counter arguments to it.
Okay.
So everything is in here.
Transparency.
If you guys study this, because the only way that we're ever going to do any of this, to have some teeth, is by threatening to leave. That's the only way. Otherwise, I'm not going to do anything. So,
I will look into it.
okay.
Are you telling
All right.
me that you want your government
I can't hold on to stuff right now. Yeah. All right. Thanks.
the world that we live in? Are you telling me you want truth? You want honesty from your leaders? Well, that's so hard.
Let's go up on the steps.
That's so difficult. What if you just had some true zero and you just said those things were true? No. Clearly you're not understanding me. Let's say some nasty scientist comes along with a chart. You just say, you're lying, I'm not lying. Let's say the New York Times or the Washington Post does a report that you don't like. Just scream, fake news, fake news. And you know what happens? It just goes away.
Okay, so somebody's speaking. He's got a wild orange wig on, and this is the totality of the march. I mean, maybe my crowd estimate was a little generous. Probably around 1,000. Right? How many people do you think? 1,000 or so? More?